you're working on is it's absolutely awesome. It's great stuff.
Thanks.
Every last one of them.
Whose do you like better, though, if you were to listen? I mean, if you're compared to mine or John's, big deal, right? Well, whose do you? Well, whatever.
I put them on shuffle and then I'm okay. Well, when we did our CD, the CD that is back there, there's, and I'm going to tell you about writing this a little bit. We did a song called "The American Dream," and that's kind of an iconic statement. And I'll tell you, when I wrote this, it was I was out with my dogs at about 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning, and I just had them out, and I put my guitar in the back, and I wrote it one way, and we edited it a little bit, but it just kind of came around, and I started off with a story about, well, where I come from, I was 3 miles from the station. There really is a railroad station, and I really used to love that. My grandfather used to go by that, and it was operating, you know, and it's just a great memory, you know. And so sometimes when you write songs, it's just like where you pulled out a section of your feelings and what got to you all along the way of life, you know. And they're important to you, and you know, if they make you feel something, then you might make somebody else feel something too. So the first one, I said, well, that's a little story about me. And I'm just sitting there in the back of the truck going, what's next? Like you're waiting for somebody to tell you. And it's kind of inside somebody does tell you. Well, you're going to talk about an immigrant boy, and you're going to tell his story. And then I said, okay, there's his story. And then I said, well, what comes after that? Because I don't know. I'm listening to the story just like you know? And so all of a sudden, a little piece of what I call wisdom comes out, because, you know, we have all these issues today. But I said, you know, the one thing that kind of solves all the problems on the American dream is that you got to understand that some people want things for nothing, but you got to give everything you have, and that's why the dream's still alive. So this is American Dream, and I think Loren can sing it with me. We haven't sang it since we did the record.
I'll give it a shot.
Okay.
Beautiful song.
Where I come from, we were 3 miles from the station. Bombing was the playtime of the day. Every morning I'd go out with my horse and my dog. That's how we'd work the day. Just a young boy in America with dreams on his mind. Future hadn't told him what will come. And if you try to understand it first, you might be left behind. It's an open road, the American dream. He came from far away, from another troubled place, where surviving was a job from day to day. Every morning since he got here, his dad has worked his job with the freedom of a chance every day. He's just a young boy in America with dreams on his mind. The future hasn't told him what will come. And if you try to understand it first, you might be left behind. It's an open road, the American dream. Today they should have things without reason. Someone out there should pay their way. What they need to understand is you give everything you have. That's why the dream's alive still today. We're just young boys in America. me Mary.